Police in Mpumalanga are suspecting a syndicate in the province as the number of violent murders continues to rise. In the latest incident, 7 suspects aged between 20 and 33 are expected to appear before the Preventative Magistrates Court on the 27th of December in relation to murder. They were arrested when they handed over a gun belonging to a dead man at a police station. To tell us more, we are now joined by Brigadier Selvy Mohlala, who is the spokesperson of the Mpumalanga SAPS. Brigadier, Merry Christmas and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. What is the overall trend of murders in Mpumalanga over the past years, especially during the festive season?
Merry Christmas to you too, and the viewers. Yes, indeed, it is correct. We are having a tough time, a little bit of tough time based on the fact that we have experienced a bit of mob justice incidents in Preventative, and it started on Friday, the Friday that we come from. The facts are that one of the residents there at Preventative was allegedly robbed of his cell phone on Friday. And unfortunately, we went back to report the matter and mobilize a group of people. Then they went back to look for the suspects, and they met a certain group of people, and whom they suspected that they are the ones who are involved in that particular robbery. Unfortunately, later on they discovered that it was not there, but it was a little too late because the very same group was a little bit aggressive after that, and they attacked that particular victim who claimed to have robbed his cell phone. Then he was taken to hospital on the very same day and discharged. Unfortunately, on Saturday, there were some complications to him, and he was taken back to hospital. In that particular process, unfortunately, he passed on. Now, the other group, after they heard that he has passed on, they mobilized themselves and they went to attack that other group, that the first group that attacked this particular victim. And on that particular note, unfortunately, 2 people died on the scene on that particular moment spontaneously. Then the 2 were taken to hospital. Unfortunately, later on they succumbed to their injuries. The very same group never stopped from there. They went further to go and look for the other suspects. Unfortunately, they met the other group. I attacked them, and at the same time, 2 of them succumbed to their injuries there, and the other ones were taken to hospital. It happened like that until even yesterday. Unfortunately, when you count the number of people that have lost their lives up to so far due to this particular situation, is about 9. Initially, when we issued the statement, it was 7, but now it's a total of 9 people who passed on. Fortunately enough, because we've got members on the ground, we work day and night. We have arrested 8 suspects up to so far. They are expected to appear before the Preventative Magistrate Court on the 27th, that is on Wednesday, facing multiple charges of murder. And I must indicate, Katlego, that we are very much disappointed as we are celebrating the festive mood, the Christmas. And now this is the kind of situation that we are facing. And it has never happened in the province, and it's so very unfortunate. And we really condemn it as the police.
Most certainly, Brigadier, but are there any specific areas or neighborhoods that are experiencing this higher increase in these kind of murders?
Well, of late, it has been in Preventative, within various sections within Preventative. As you know, that this group, they will go from one place to another. Whenever they hear that other suspect from, for instance, they are in a certain township, they will go to that particular area and try to look for those particular suspects. Unfortunately, there is a very bad situation, and it paints the image of the citizens, of the residents of Preventative. As we know that they are good people. They normally work hand in hand with the police, and we were expecting that they'll do likewise, and they report all this matter to the police and not take the law into their own hands.
What measures are being taken by law enforcement officers within the province, especially with regards to mob justice, as you've indicated earlier on?
We are working hand in hand with the various stakeholders. We worked with the traditional leaders. Traditional leaders, they've got more power, they've got more voice. More often than not, we request them to assist in terms of spreading the gospel that was saying. We have capacity with some of the tribal offices with our mobile units, whereby they can be able to assist us in terms of communicating with their communities. We work hand in hand with the CPFs. They are assisting us. We working hand in hand with the spiritual leaders. We working hand in hand with the religious leaders, and almost every aspect of the community work with hand in hand. And our voice is the same. It's common. We're saying that let's work together with the police. Let's build the unity within the community. Let's not fight among ourselves. Let's not take the law into our own hands. And all along it has been giving good results. But then the little snack that it will always be there. That is the challenge for us, especially with the SAPS, is that some of the community members don't take it kind when, for instance, the suspect has been arrested, and then we go through the process of going to court until the person has been convicted. They think it takes too long. Hence they end up taking the law into their own hands. And again, the other matter that is always problematic is the fact that people would get confused when somebody get bail. For instance, when one gets arrested today and tomorrow it's out of bail, they assume that it means that person has been released altogether, and it means that person has never committed a crime. Only to find that if they knew that that's how the processes of justice goes, it will be better. But we are trying to explain to them. However, it becomes a little bit difficult because people indeed they expect the result here and now.
And I mean, with that impatience from the communities, do you think that these are possibly factors that are contributing to an increase of mob justice in Mpumalanga?
Of course, indeed, that's true. That's basically that. With various community issues that we had and held, people they will tell you that's basically their complaint, to say that yes, we see the police, you arrest this particular person, but then the following day we see this person on the street. Now, in the back of their mind, it seems as if police are corrupt, police are not doing anything, and unfortunately, that's how we should go. The person is innocent until proven guilty by the court of law. So, and any other person has got the right to apply for a bail. So, if the court grants that particular person a bail, there's nothing that you can do as the police. They do that in terms of if they think that it's injustice to release that particular person. And unfortunately, it's beyond us as the police. But we will continue, we're not going to give up. We'll continue to educate the community in terms of how the will of justice operates, in terms of what is our responsibility and where does our responsibility end. As we arrest, and then after we have done the investigation, we don't do vice versa. And as a result of that, we'll take the suspect to court, and that will be the end of our role as the police. And then the process takes forth until the person has been successfully prosecuted and being taken to prison if need be.
Brigadier, earlier on you made mention of the collaboration with CPF, spiritual and traditional leaders. How important is that collaboration with the public in solving these murders?
It is very crucial, I must be honest, and like I've indicated, it has yielded good results in the province. If you look at the area such as Eshanzeni, in the areas of Marites, in the area of Tonga, we used to have those kind of mob justice incidents. Now, with the collaboration with the traditional leaders, like I've indicated, that traditional leaders have got a good voice, that they are more powerful in terms of convincing the community, and the community do listen to them. So in those areas, we have successfully, convinced the community, and it's not something that we're going to leave it here. We will continue to work with them. We'll continue to work with the spiritual healers. We'll continue to work with the chaplains, the priests, and so on and so forth. They are also very critical in terms of assisting us, talking to the congregants, talking to the communities, and we spread this particular gospel. It has been very good as far as we are concerned.
Brigadier, quite often we speak of solving the murders, but are there any preventative measures that can be taken in order to minimize the occurrence of the murders in the first place?
The preventative measures, yes, is that whenever there's a problem, let them report to us as the police. We are there, we are ready. Unfortunately, some of the things Katlego, they happen in the absence of us, where we could not see this incident. We've got, like I've indicated, various community members that are with us. We also request them to say that the policing is not only the responsibility of us who are in uniform. Policing is that with everyone, is that at the home. If you hear that you are in a particular meeting, that they talk about committing a certain act that is not or that is in contravention with the law, we expect those particular people to assist us. I sit in community meetings where I stay. The moment the issues that are being discussed, that if I hear that no, they are not in line with the constitution of the country, I will definitely voice and try by all the means to advise. So everyone needs to take commit and render his or her part in terms of ensuring that we live in a better country and a better province as the people of Mpumalanga, and we do not blame each other, but we take the full responsibility in terms of our actions.
Lastly, Brigadier, your plea to the people of Mpumalanga during this festive season?
Mpumalanga is one of the tourist destinations of choice. Mpumalanga is a very beautiful province. There's lots of tourists that are coming to Mpumalanga. When they hear of incident of this particular nature, it changes the image of Mpumalanga in a bad way. And that business of tourism, which provides bread to us as the people of Mpumalanga, it's going to die a silent death if we don't take care of it. It's all of us that must take the responsibility. I've just taken a little bit of one of the sectors, that is tourism. We are also proud of it as the police. We're also policing that as well as other sectors. So as the community of Mpumalanga and us as the police, we're saying that let's work together. Let's create the legal that is already been there. Let's protect it and not to be seen as people that are not friendly. Let's not fight each other. Let's enjoy and celebrate this festive season. Let's protect everyone. If there's any other snag or any other issue that is very much problematic, please report it to the authorities so that it can be dealt with accordingly.